There is only one way to price your photography. There are all these people out there going through these complex rationales of what you can do, but really it comes down to this one simple thing. I'm going to go through it with you, show you how to do it, and then you'll just know what your pricing structure should be. Now, photography is an odd one. We have people making millions per year and we have people on the breadline. It is a really vast career. And there are so many different people in it, from like your local photographer doing maybe some weddings and events right through to like Annie Leibovitz or Rankin. Like, it's huge. The difference is huge. But there are key ways in which you can price your work. And it's basically the same across the board. I'm going to explain to you first of all what it is, and then I'm going to explain to you secondly how you work out which bit yours is. In our industry, there is a ceiling to what the market will bear. Now, there's many markets in here, so you have to find out which market's yours, but there is a ceiling to what the market will bear. In my industry, pretty much all jobs cost the same. There is a ceiling. They will not pay more, even if the work is better, because there is a ceiling. It's very hard for me to up my day rate. Very difficult, especially in the current economical times. But upping my day rate is impossible. But so is lowering it, because if I lower it, I suddenly fall out of their world and they're not interested. Now, here's where the problem comes in. Let's throw up some fictitious figures because my maths is not good, so we're going to round everything up. Say my day rate is 10 grand a day. That's how much it costs to have me. And the next bracket down of adverts is 1 grand a day. Say it's weddings. So you have nice posh clients and they're 10 grand a day wedding clients. And the next bracket down is 1 grand. What you'll find is there's very little in between these markets. There's very little in there. And I definitely found this with weddings. I used to charge $1,250 for a wedding, but I made much more money charging $2,500. $1,700 was no use because no one got told they had £1,700 for a wedding photographer. They got told they had $2,500 or $1,250 or $800 at the time. In the commercial world, your local agencies will want a photographer for £800 or £1,200. That is their limit. A London agency might be looking to spend a different amount of money. That is their limit. And if it's a worldwide campaign for one of the really big agencies, they will have a different budget. Now, of course, I can't go and pitch on a Leibovitz job. That will get laughed out of the room. That is not going to happen. Likewise, a beginning photographer who's shooting social media campaigns can't pitch on my jobs at my price range. Just because that's what the market will bear, there is a whole other factor to this. And this is where it gets really interesting. Say my ceiling is 10 grand and say there are 20 jobs a year for me. There is £200,000. I have to build my business underneath that number. I can't do a business plan and go, I hope to get this many jobs at this price based on what I've spent. That doesn't work because what people will spend has already been decided. My annual income differs very little year to year. I know what's probably going to come in. I know how it comes in. I have to build a business underneath that. And the really important thing is, within that financially viable business I've built, I have to create work that is competitive at that level. So there's two bits into this. One is I can't go away and go and buy like an Alexa or like a Phantom or something because it doesn't fit inside what people are paying me. We rent them because we don't use them often enough to justify the big outlay. I can't go and buy a Phase 1 for 75 grand. We rent it because I actually only shoot 3 to 4 jobs a year at a different price bracket, but that's why, because it doesn't fit in our pricing structure. If I go and buy all these fancy cameras and then go, this is what I need to produce my work, let's go and sell it to these people, what will happen is our margins won't work, we will go bust. So instead, we get our work to be the best it possibly can be for the people who are buying, and we charge at the ceiling. We charge at the absolute ceiling of what they can do. If you're a local headshot photographer, you'll know what people can afford for a headshot. There's no point in charging £30 more per headshot. They won't be able to afford it, no matter how much better you are, until you hit that next level. So you need to be the best you can, build your business under it, and charge what the market will bear. And this is a fundamental in many, many different businesses. It's like someone can make a better cheese sandwich, but if it costs me 50 quid and this one's £2.50, I've only got £2.50 for my lunch. I can't afford the £50 sandwich. It might be amazing. I'll never know. And it's the same in photography. What will the market bear? Is your work at a good enough level to be competitive within that? And does your business financially work underneath this umbrella? It's always worth working backwards. The market will bear, the market needs, my work, business. That is the best way to do it, the safest way to do it, the way that successful businesses do it. Don't go and buy loads of kit, shoot loads of stuff, and then make up a price. because you might find there's no customers at the end of it. Now, of course, that's what I did first, and I was lucky. My price was the price. But then when I tried to change it later on, I suddenly realized that I was just lucky the first time round. And by changing my price, I lost a lot of clients and I didn't make any money. Let me know in the comments below if that's how you do things, or if you have a different method. I always like to hear new methods, different ways to think about it all. Let me know down below. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.